Simon says subscribe and click on the bell icon to receive notifications.
Welcome to this training on Google Docs. More than likely, your first word processor was, or still is, Microsoft Word. Google Docs was launched in 2006 and pioneered a path for web-based word processors and still dominates the field today. In this training, you'll learn about Google Docs, giving you anywhere, anytime access to your files. Hello everyone, I'm Heather Matisse, your instructor for this course. I'm a certified Google educator and a certified Google trainer. I have spent more than 12 years in the world of learning and development, specifically focusing on instructional technology in the education and corporate spaces. I'm known for finding the most efficient way to use a tool. In this course, we will begin with creating and navigating around Google Docs. Then we will transition into text formatting with styles, fan favorite formatting tools, and advanced formatting tools. With this, we will cover how to insert images, tables, charts. So buckle up your seatbelt and let's get started. Meet me over in the first lesson. See you there. Let's take a look at how to get started and navigate Google Docs. To begin, start from the web-based version of Google Drive. In the top left corner, select the New button, and then select the arrow beside of Google Docs. The options are Blank Document and From a Template. When selecting Blank Document, a new blank Google Doc opens in a new tab. If you select From a Template, the Template Gallery opens in a new tab. You can scroll through the available options and select a template to open it. And that's how you get started. Now let's actually go back to the web-based version of Google Drive and look at Microsoft Office files. The great news is Microsoft Office files are visible and editable in the web-based version of Google Drive and designated with a specific color, icon, and extension. These Microsoft Office files do not have to be converted to the Google Workspace version. For example, double-click to open a Microsoft Word file from Google Drive. It will look very similar to a Google Doc file with only one exception. The extension is highlighted in blue in the top left corner. This is reminding you that you are working in a Microsoft Word file through Google Docs. So this allows you to edit a Microsoft Word file online, anytime, anywhere. So this is fantastic news. So to convert a Word file to a Google Doc, you can select File and then Save as Google Doc, which will open in a new tab. It's important to note that by doing this, you now have two versions of this file, meaning two separate files. So notice from Google Drive, you see the exact same title, but now the icon that is shown is a Google Doc versus a Microsoft Word document. That means any edits that are made in one file do not appear in the other file. They are now two separate files. So make sure you're paying a very close attention to the extension in the file name before you begin editing. Maybe consider coming up with a naming convention to designate the difference between the two files, such as original or archive or current. While we are going to focus on Google Docs in this training, if you are used to using Microsoft Word or you have a lot of Microsoft Word files, please check out Switch from Microsoft Word to Google Docs on the support.google.com webpage to learn the difference between these two but similar tools. Great. Now that we're ready, let's take a look around Google Docs. In the top left is Document Info. This is where you have the file name of your document. You can add a star or remove a star, which organizes the file in your Google Drive. You will also see options to locate or move the file with the folder icon, or view offline access with the cloud icon. Below this is the menu bar. These are your typical menus such as File, Insert, Format, etc. And below that is the toolbar. These are the formatting controls that are out and available without having to dig through the menu bar. If at any time you don't see all of the tools on the toolbar, make sure to click the three-dot menu on the end to expand all toolbar options. This toolbar is dynamic, meaning it will change as you select different objects, such as images or tables. Over in the right corner is the Share or Collaboration menu. This includes, from left to right, History, All Comments, Google Meet, and the Share button. We covered all of our items above the document. Now let's look at the document, which takes up the main center of the screen. On the left-hand side is the document outline. Click to hide or reveal the outline, which is auto-generated using styles. There is one last place settings and tools are hiding, and that's the right-click menu. Options will change based on what is selected when you right-click. And that's it for navigating your way around Google Docs. Meet me over in the next lesson. See you there! Let's take a look at basic editing and formatting in Google Docs. Start by adding some text to your document, which is best if it includes several sections of content. Now, when it comes to formatting, most people jump straight to the toolbar and manually adjust font, size, bold, italics, underline, font color, and highlight. However, in Google Docs, there's a very secret weapon that offers a smarter way to format your text compared to manual formatting, and it's called Styles. Styles in Google Docs will save you so much time. It will create consistency within a document, and it improves your document structure and accessibility. Let's use Styles. First, highlight the title of your document. Select Styles on the toolbar and select Title. Now, we're going to come back and customize the formatting soon, so let's wait for that. Now, go down to a section, highlight that section title, and select Styles, and then select Heading 1. Repeat this process until you have all major section titles updated. Once that is done, find any sections that have subsections. This time, highlight the subsection title, select Styles, and this time you're going to select Heading 2. Again, repeat this throughout the whole document. Okay, now let's pause. On the left-hand side, reveal the document outline if it's not already visible. Notice how the styles coordinate with the document outline. Select a heading in the outline to jump to that section of the document. This can be helpful, especially in large documents. In addition, this also improves document accessibility by creating text hierarchy, which is vital for screen readers, and it really ensures that your document is ADA compliant and inclusive for those with disabilities. Great! Now let's customize the styles that were put into place. Pick any one of the section headings that you added, for example, Heading 1. Highlight the section heading text, and along the toolbar, adjust the formatting, such as the font size, and the color. To change all other Heading 1 styles, with the text still highlighted, select Styles, select the style, so in this case Heading 1, and then select Update Heading 1 to match. Now, as you scroll through the document, you will find all other titles with Heading 1 style have the same formatting. How quick and easy was that? So let's repeat that for your other styles in the document to create a customized or branded format for your document. That's so quick and easy, especially if formatting or branding was to change mid-project or when you're working with a very large document that needs formatting updates. And that's it for styles in Google Docs. Meet me over the next lesson. See you there. Let's take a look at some fan-favorite formatting tools on the toolbar in Google Docs. Before we begin, remember, if you don't see all items on the toolbar, select the three-dot menu at the end to reveal the full toolbar. Now that we're all set, first on the list is Paint Format, located on the left side of the toolbar and shaped like a paint roller. Paint Format lets you quickly copy formatting from one piece of text to another. Simply highlight the formatted text that you do like, click the Paint Format icon, and then click or highlight the text you want to match that formatting, Watch how quickly and easily that formatting was applied. This is a time saver for applying consistent styles throughout your document, especially when you have specific formatting or branding preferences. Now, on the right side of the toolbar, traditional formatting tools are included, such as alignment, line and paragraph spacing, which includes a custom spacing option. There's also bulleted and numbered lists, and when using those lists, there are decrease and increase indent tools. Let's actually circle back to a special tool in Google Docs called Checklist. Use the drop-down arrow beside of Checklist called the Checklist menu, and pick an option. The items can be marked out when checked or not. Select one or the other and notice that what is added to the document looks a lot like a bulleted list. Add items to this checklist. Now, you or collaborators can check off the boxes. This is great for an action item list created during a meeting. Maybe it's for personal to-do lists, for project management, and so much more. Just find what works best for you. There's one more item on the toolbar at the very end called Clear Formatting. Oftentimes, when you copy and paste in text from an external source, the external format is included and doesn't really match your document format. Instead of adjusting that format manually, highlight that text that you pasted in from an external source, and then select Clear Formatting from the toolbar. Look how fast that is. This tool removes the existing formatting and resets it to the document formatting. And that's it for the fan favorite formatting tools in Google Docs. Meet me over the next lesson. See you there.
Hi, from everyone at Simon Says It. We hope you're enjoying this training lesson. Please like this video to show your support for the channel. If you want to take your learning further, earn a certificate for this course, and gain access to over 200 courses ad-free, click up there and go to simonsaysit.com. Thanks for watching, and back to the course.
Let's take a look at some advanced formatting tools tucked away in the menu bar of Google Docs. Let's look at headers and footers. In Google Docs, these are designated areas at the top and the bottom margins of each page, respectively. You can insert text, page numbers, or images in these sections. Headers and footers are ideal for adding recurring information like document titles, author names, maybe its logos, or page numbers, keeping them consistent throughout your entire document. So, to add or edit a header or footer, one option is to select the Insert menu, and then select Headers and Footers, and select an option that is provided. The other option is to double-click in the header or footer area. A line will appear across the screen, essentially cutting off the document and turning on the header or footer so that you can edit it. For both the header and the footer, an Options menu is available. For a header, this includes header format, page numbers, and remove header. For a footer, the options are similar. On the very first page only, a different first page button is available, allowing the title page to be different from all other pages of the document. Inserting and formatting content in the header and footer is the same as inserting and formatting content in the main body of the document. A great feature in Google Docs is Find and Replace, which is also a popular feature found in other word processors. You can select the Edit menu and then select Find and Replace. A pop-up menu appears. You can type in the text to find, type in the text that it should be replaced with, and then using the options below, you can select things such as Match Case, Use Regular Expression, and Ignore Diacritics. Once you are ready, use the buttons along the bottom, such as Replace, Replace All, Previous, and Next. This Google Doc feature is a powerful tool for making quick and consistent text edits throughout your document. It is useful for fixing typos, applying terminology changes, and so much more. Let's look at the built-in table of contents in Google Docs. The purpose of a table of contents in Google Docs is mainly to provide quick access to areas of the document. With the table of contents, a visual is provided, similar to the built-in document outline, except it has the ability to add page numbers. First, you must utilize styles throughout the document for designating and formatting titles, headings, and subheadings. You know the document is set up correctly when the document outline on the left indicates the correct flow and hierarchy in the document. Next, place your cursor where you would like to add a table of contents, such as the first or second page of the document. Select the Insert menu, select Table of Contents, and select an option, which includes plain text, dotted, or links. Pick one. The great news is you can easily change this and customize this if you change your mind. The table of contents is added based on document headings, sections, and page numbers. If something in the document changes, you can click the refresh icon to update the table of contents. Another option is to select the three-dot menu to view more options. Select More Options and a side panel appears. From here, change the type of table of contents. Both plain text and dotted are ideal for documents that will be printed. Now, if the document will be available digitally, select Links. Use the options below to turn on or off things such as Show Page Numbers and Show Tab Leaders, which also includes style options in that drop-down menu. The Heading Levels menu allows you to select headings that are included in the table of contents. With the Links option selected for a table of contents, you can select a single item. Use the Copy Link icon to copy the link to that specific section of the document. Then post the link externally, as in by email, on a website, other documents, maybe it's a Google chat, and so much more. This will help others jump straight to the relevant section of the document and help prevent any confusion. Awesome, and that's it for advanced formatting tools in Google Docs. Meet me over the next lesson. See you there. Let's take a look at how to insert and work with images in Google Docs. First, there is more than one way to insert an image. One option is to select the Insert menu and then select Image, and a list of options will be given. An alternative is to select the image icon from the toolbar, and the same list of options is given. So let's go through them. The first option is Upload from Computer. Now, that's a standard process that you're used to with other tools that you've used before. The exact process can vary by device, so we will not get into specifics with that one, but do know that it is there as an option. The next option below is Search the Web. A side panel opens that says Search in Google Images. Type in a search term in the search box at the top. In this case, I am looking for tree. From the options given, simply click on an image and then click Insert at the bottom. Note, be careful because wherever your cursor is where your image is about to go. And there you go. We'll come back to editing and formatting images, so hold tight on that. Let's go back to the toolbar, select the Insert Image icon, this time select Drive. You can search and select the image you are looking for. You can select Insert along the bottom to insert the image, but another option is to drag and drop the image. As you do this, notice that behind the image using the blue cursor is moving. That indicates where the image will be dropped. When it's in position, let go, and there you have it, an image added from your Google Drive. Back to the toolbar, let's select the Insert Image icon again. The next option is Photos, as in Google Photos. If your images are in Google Photos instead of Google Drive, you're going to want to select this option. The same process applies as it did for Google Drive. The next option for inserting an image is by URL. This option is available but not commonly used. When selected, a window appears where you can paste in a link. It's extremely important that you only select images that you have the license to use and not just anything you found online. Now back to the toolbar again, select the Insert Image icon, and let's look at the last option, Camera. Depending on your device, you may need to allow or adjust settings for this to work. Use the camera icon to take a picture. Great. Now, pick any option and get at least one image added to your document. Let's take a look at formatting images in your document. When you click on an image, it is surrounded by blue squares. Click and drag a square to resize the image. One of these is not like the other. It's a circle. The circle allows you to rotate your image. When you click on an image, you have other icons down along the bottom. These allow you to adjust the position or relationship that the image has with text. Your options are inline, wrap text, break text, behind text, and in front of text. The three-dot menu reveals additional options. Notice one of which is All Image Options. When selecting All Image Options, a side panel opens. Notice the first two, Size and Rotation, and the one below that, Text Wrapping, are more advanced settings from the ones that we just looked at with the blue squares and the icons below the image. So use these as needed. Position is the next category, but it can be grayed out when Inline is selected. When selecting one of the other four options, not only does position appear in this menu on the right-hand side, notice the options such as margin and movement appear on that mini image toolbar. So adjust these settings from either location as needed. Next up is an option to recolor. Select a color from the drop-down menu, and below this is Adjustments, which is also editing the image appearance. Finally, at the bottom is Alt Text. Add a short description for those that are visually impaired and rely on screen readers, making your document accessible and ADA compliant. Now, before you pack up, we're not done. That's right, there is so much more. So click on the image and notice the toolbar along the top changes. First, the image options is the side panel that was open before. Replace image is just that, with the same insert image options that we explored before. In Google Docs, you also can add or adjust border color, the border weight, and border dash, which just means border style. Looking good. Now, don't bypass the tool in the middle, Crop Image. Another way to access this is by double-clicking on an image. Use the black lines that appear to crop the image to the size that is needed. This doesn't distort the image, it just crops it. Great job, and that's it for inserting and formatting images in Google Docs. Meet me over the next lesson. See you there. Let's take a look at inserting tables and charts in Google Docs. First, find a space in your document to insert a table. Along the top menu bar, you can select Insert and go down to Table, and a menu appears. One option is Table Templates. These are the same as building blocks because they are tables. Looking back at Table, the other option is to pick a table size, which is shown with the blue blocks as well as the dimensions below. Click once and the table is created. Type in some text in your table. Notice that as you move the cursor around the different menu options that are popping up following your cursor. When moving around the first column, row options appear on the left. Use the 6-dot icon to move an entire row. There is a pin icon to pin rows, which we'll come back to. And last is the plus icon to insert one row below your current position. Now go to the top row and this time select the pin icon to pin the header row. Let's look at why this is useful, so make sure you have some text in the table to play with. Remember, the top is considered our header. This is because it's pinned. As you hover over the cells on the top row, a column menu is shown. Again, you can use the 6-dot icon to move and reorder your columns. The second icon is a sort table, And the third icon, similar to the row menu, is a plus icon, and that is to add a column to the right of your current location. Let's go all the way back to the first column, first row, and select the Sort Table icon. You can select ascending or descending. In my case, I will select ascending, and notice what happens. 1, the header row remained in place. Why? Because it was pinned. 2, the first column is sorted. And 3, all other data, the whole table, was also sorted so that the content on each row stays together. How awesome is that? So make sure your headers are pinned so that they are in place when sorting. Now let's get into formatting tables. Notice that when clicking inside of a table, the toolbar changes slightly with a few extra items at the end. In particular, select Table Options. This opens a side panel. From here, you can adjust positioning with quick layouts, which may feel similar to the positioning of images. The table menu includes style and wrap, just like with images, and you can even adjust margins from document text, position, and the table position relative to the top left of page. The column menu allows you to set a specific column width, where row is similar with defining a minimum row height, selecting how many pinned header rows are in the table, and allowing row overflow. The cell menu includes both alignment and padding. Color includes a table border color and size or thickness of that border. The other option is to change cell background color. Speaking of color, another option is to select one or more cells in a table and use the toolbar. This includes changing the cell background color, the border color, the border width, and the border dash, which just means border style. And here that is in action. Select one or more cells, set a background color, select a line color, select how thick that line is, and change the style. And there you go. Back to our table, you can also select a single border line on the table. To select multiple border lines, hold down Shift on your keyboard as you click. Notice that when a border line is selected, the formatting toolbar is different. The options include border color, border width, and border dash, aka style. Here that is in action. You're selecting a color, change the thickness, change the style, and there you go. Okay, now we're not done. That's right, there's more. If you have a table in Google Sheets, you can highlight the table, copy it, come back to your Google Doc, paste it, and a pop-up menu appears. The options include Link to Spreadsheet or Paste Unlinked. Let's leave it set to Link to Spreadsheet and click Paste. First of all, notice that the formatting from Google Sheet is incorporated and brought over as well. Now, the really great part is that you can open your Google Sheet and update or change the data in that table. Back over in Google Doc, a refresh icon has appeared, indicating that the linked table has been changed in Sheets. So you can click that refresh icon and then select Update, and there you go. Now, the same is true for charts. You can copy and paste a chart from Google Sheets and watch for the refresh icon when data has been changed or updated. Really, the only difference here is that a chart is treated like an image, so those formatting options for images apply here for charts. When a table is linked, a special menu appears along the top. You can select the three-dot menu. The options include Open Source, Unlink, and then Linked Objects, which will open a side panel and reveal all linked objects. You can use the refresh button at the top to refresh all linked objects in the document. And that's it for tables and charts in Google Docs.
If you're not a subscriber, click down below to subscribe so you get notified about similar videos we upload. To see the full course that this video came from, click over there. And click over there to see more videos from Simon Says It.